of the podcast, The Alchemy of Us, alongside the beautiful Tabitha Harris. I am Osric Baum, and we are your hosts, where we talk about spirituality, relationships, and everything associated with life. Miss Harris, how are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I hope all of everyone in the audience is doing well. Today is a fabulous day as usual. How are you
Absolutely.
today?
Oh man, I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I get to share the space with you, so life is good. Life is good. So tell me
Absolutely.
what
hmm
what you got for the people today. What you got for the people today?
Well, I figured today would be kind of a little bit of like a little bit of a lighter day. I figured we would just kind of just chat like we always kind of do, just find things that we find interesting and just kind of talk about them today.
So
I
we got a
felt
full
that
moon
that would
coming
be a
up.
good thing today, just to have a yes. So everybody, tonight is the full moon, the beaver moon. And usually on full moons, it's a good time for you to start releasing some things. So
Mm,
if there are things that just say, you're looking to, remove out of your life that doesn't serve you any longer, was some of the things that I like to do is I usually will like to write down some things that, I'm choosing to say, hey, these are things that I'm no longer going to practice or do any longer. I write them down. After I write them down, then I take the paper a lot of times and I will rip it up. Then I'll get a steel bowl and then I'll burn them.
mm.
And after I burn them, then I'll take them outside and I'll dig a hole in the dirt because I want to return it back to the earth. And
Okay.
I'll dig a hole and put it in there and bury it. So that's one of the things that I do like to do. Some people may choose to, instead of burning, some may just rip it up and then throw it away. Or you can journal and
Mm,
write some things down as well. But listen, it's the intention of what you're doing it for.
mm-hmm.
Your intention is everything. So make sure that your intentions are in place. Then write down what you want to, that what no longer serves you. Remove it. And then after that, listen, the best things you can do after that is to do something that lifts your spirit. Like some people like to dance, like sometimes I would dance, or I'll take a salt bath with some Epsom salt. Oh, and also with the baths, y'all, get creative with your baths. Like sometimes, like I'll put
Mm.
flowers in mine, some
Okay.
cinnamon in there, coconut milk, cut up fruit, put fruit in there. Look up the meaning, the spiritual meanings of different things and add it to your bath. Those are practices that you can do for yourself and
Mm.
enjoy a good meal too. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a good meal.
Now,
Not just that, I
I,
know some people also have. hmm
well, I just had a question.
No, go
When
ahead.
it goes as it
Uh huh.
relates to the baths. So are these soaking baths? We're not
hmm
washing, right? We're more like soaking. I'm not a bath person. I'm a shower person. So
Yes. hmm
so
Yes. So you could soak in the
okay,
Epsom salt
okay. So I've done
in
that.
the bath
I've
with
done that.
whatever it is you're putting because right. Okay. So whatever you're putting in your bath, you're doing that with an intention. That's why I said
Mm,
look up the things, herbs, spices, fruit, coconut milk. And as you're putting these things, you're looking up what these different things do for you because you have to believe in these things. Everything
mm-hmm.
about what you practice is your belief in it.
That
And
is
so
true.
and remember, water is restoring and we need water. So
Mm-hmm.
why not soak in it? And while you're in there, just, visualize things. what do you want in your life? Like when I take showers, a lot of time I talk about a lot of stuff that I say, listen, this is what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. And what happens as you visualize yourself, you see these things, you feel in the emotions, and eventually those things will come into your reality. But these are things that you should even practice on the full moon and the new moon. Have a nice
Very,
bath. Baths are
very
refreshing.
good point. And a couple things that you said that I just want to highlight on. One is when you're making these, when you're visualizing. And last week, you gave the viewers a affirmation. Either way, and
Mm-hmm.
if regardless of which one that you're doing, or if you're doing both, it's what you believe. So the more intense your emotion is, whether that be a positive emotion or a negative emotion, but the more intense that it is when you are saying that affirmation or having that visualization, the sooner it will come into reality. And it's going to come into a reality because of the energy of the emotion that you are releasing and putting into what it is that you are visualizing. So I did want to point that out because
Yep.
you did say that, and so just want to make sure the listeners and the viewers understood that. Second thing was
Mm-hmm.
that it's your belief system, right? It's what you said. It's your belief system. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not that we are right, wrong, or that we're crazy, or that we're sacrilegious, or anything like that, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone's spirituality and what their belief system is, it's what keeps them grounded,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we have religion like
Exactly.
Christianity and Islam, Buddhism,
Mm-hmm.
because that framework is meant to give us a foundation to keep us grounded
Mm-hmm.
so that we have
Right.
morals uh, about what and how we view life. All right. So with all that being said,
Absolutely.
it really comes
Mm-hmm.
down to, what do you believe in? What do you believe in?
Yeah. And you have to find, listen, with your own path, you find what works for you. Like for me
Mm-hmm.
personally, as a spiritual person, my sacred nights are the full and new moon. Those are my sacred nights because I'm a woman. I follow the moon cycle. So when the moon is up, when it's full, I love it. I love to stargaze and things of that nature because I believe in the creator. The creator to
Mm.
me is everything within the universe. That's all of his energy. He's nothing but energy and frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to sit amongst him and see his
Mm-hmm.
glory and how beautiful it is, amazing. I love it. But also, too, I wanted to say with the baths,
Mm-hmm.
another thing you can do with the baths while you're soaking and just relaxing, have candles lit. Light your
Mm.
candles.
I
You
like
could
candles.
also have maybe even the aromatherapy misters going too for a smell as well. Some people may choose to do
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like incense, and some people listen to music when they're in the tub as well. So you could do
Mm-hmm.
those too.
Yes.
There's no right or wrong, like Rick said. It's all in what you're choosing to do because it's your choice. It's
Mm-hmm.
all up to you. You get to determine how you connect with your highest best self and the creator. That's all you.
Mm-hmm.
No right or wrong.
No right or wrong. It's
Yep.
what you believe in.
But yeah, this is definitely a good sacred night.
That's good. Now let me ask you a question. this is a
Uh-huh.
this is
Excuse me.
centered around a relationship. So what?
Mhm.
Let's just say I'm going to give you a scenario.
Mhm.
Okay, give you a scenario, and you tell me
Mhm.
what you think. All right, man and a woman.
Okay.
All right, they meet, they get to know one
Mhm.
another, and so they decide to collaborate on a music playlist. Okay, all right,
Mhm.
and they are both obviously since they're collaborating, they're adding songs onto the playlist. Now, the playlist now, and in this scenario, it is not established what type of music that we're going to put on the playlist. It's just a suggestion that,
Mhm.
hey, let's collaborate on this playlist. I got a playlist that I'm starting. I got a couple of songs on here.
Right.
I'm going to invite you to collaborate. Okay, so that's the scenario. Here's what where my question comes in.
Okay.
Do you, as the person looking at the songs that the other person is putting on the playlist, how do you take that? Like, what would your thought be if you're looking at the songs being
Mhm.
put on a playlist that you collaborate on?
Mhm. So when I look at, see, for me, I love music. Number one, and number
Okay.
two, me and this person is going back and forth. I look at it as, oh, these are messages.
Okay.
That's how I look at it as for me personally. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, these are messages. So I'm tapping into what you feel. And
Mm-hmm.
since it would be a personal playlist between me and the person, oh,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Oh, talk to me. Tell
Yeah.
me. That's how I feel because I also communicate a lot of times through music. I love.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh, when I put in music on a playlist, it's
Mm-hmm.
because I feel a certain way. And if I'm
Okay.
sharing something with that individual, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh this is exactly what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling
Mm.
you.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's how I communicate. Mm-hmm.
And that is how you would communicate, and that's also how you would view their communication to you
Mm-hmm.
by the songs that they're putting on the playlist. Hmm.
Right.
So so
Mm-hmm.
so so do you think?
Because we got to remember that music evokes emotion. It really
Mm-hmm.
does.
It does. It does. It
And I
does.
would think that whatever you put it, whatever you're connecting with, it's a reason behind why you would share that with the person.
Mm. Mm.
There's intent behind it. There's always
Mm-hmm.
intentions.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think that is a? Think that's a good icebreaker, or maybe not even an icebreaker? Do you think that is?
Absolutely.
Well, so you think it's a good icebreaker? Really?
Absolutely, it is. Mhm.
Would you
Oh yeah.
collaborate? Would you collaborate with someone? Like, okay. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that?
Collaborated back and forth with music like that with someone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not
No.
not till recently.
Okay. All right. So then, if you have not done it before, and you think back, is there a
Mhm.
situation where that would have been something that you would have been open to from when in the past?
I've been sent songs in the past, but
Okay.
I think that in the past, it probably would have never been meant to be to do something like that with
Mm,
anybody else. I think
mm.
when certain things happen to you, it's because you're in that a certain frequency and in a certain alignment as to why that's taking place.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
believe that is something different. And like I say, there's some things that you just don't do with everybody anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
when you experience something that's very different and unique, oh yeah, that's something that is different. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So as a woman, you would be, especially if it's a man that you are interested in, that would be something
Hmm.
that you would, willingly participate in.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And not just that. I'm one of them women that I like them. I like men to just be very direct with me too. My thing is
Okay.
because I think for me personally, I'm always a very direct person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm digging you, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna make it known. This is my interest. This is where I'm going. And if I
Mm-hmm.
choose you, I'm telling you, oh, I choose you, and that's
Mm-hmm.
just how it is.
This is how it is. Okay.
It's like, why beat around the bush? And I think too, and listen, my thing is at this age, at our age of 50s, that's like, when you're on to something special. It's like I think
Mm-hmm.
we spend a lot of time waiting and thinking and all that stuff. No, cut to the chase. If you know where you're going, this where we go. This the plan. People
Now, and
spend too much
that,
time in their heads.
yes, 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 yes. We do spend way too much time in our heads because we are, instead of seizing the moment and being present in the
Trust the
moment,
creator.
we tend to want to,
Hmm.
in our mind, think about the different scenarios and how they might play out, and then because we're doing that,
Hmm.
well, we may let
Hmm.
something pass us by that if we would have just took a
Right.
step, took some action, stayed present in the moment, things would have been different. And
Hmm.
I for one,
I
have been
Yeah.
like that. I've been like that.
Hmm. You Yeah, and you know what it is to me too. I think that people tend to they want to plan out everything. No, I'm one of those ones that I trust myself and I
Hmm.
trust the creator and I trust energy because energy never lies. I often wonder too when I see especially people who are going down like special drive. It's like, why do you wait so long for if y'all know y'all have an interest together? It's like, what are you waiting for? It's like I see people that stay engaged for years. It's like, what is that? That's crazy to me. I,
So
I
interesting.
don't know. I guess I have a different way of thinking compared to people because I know some
Hmm.
people like, oh yeah, we were dating for about 5 years. I'm like, five? What? That's insane to me. Mm-mm. When you could
As
be
it
already building a life.
Right, and that I agree with you. And this, so for me, when I'm this way, but when I was younger, my idea was
Hmm.
2 years. 2 years. If I'm in a
Hmm.
relationship with you, Tabitha, for 2 years,
Hmm.
by the probably midway, well, really probably after the first year,
Hmm.
I have an idea
Hmm.
if you are the woman that I want to marry and spend the rest of my life with. I have that idea. Now,
Hmm.
I may not do the proposing until
Hmm.
I've spent a little bit more time, but for me, 2 years was a cutoff. So after two
Hmm.
years, one or two things are going to happen. Either we're
Hmm.
going to get married or we're not going to be in a
Mhm.
relationship anymore. Because to me,
Mhm.
in 2 years, I should know if I want to be with you. I should know that. And because I'm
Mhm.
traditional in that sense of marriage, then
Mhm.
after 2 years,
Right.
it's either we're going to be married or we're not, and I'm going to move on because obviously you're
Mhm.
not the one for me. That was how I viewed relationships.
How you
Uh,
used
I,
to view relationships. Mhm.
right. So I never had a relationship longer
Me,
than
I'm
2 years
not. I've always
up until
okay.
I got
See
married.
me,
Up until I got married.
I've always been the type of I yeah. See, I'm a free spirit, so
Okay.
I'm all in. That's me. If I have a
Okay.
vibe with you and I know I like you like that, I'm like okay. I will be all in. I'm I am the biggest risk taker when it comes to matters of the heart, and a lot of
Mm.
people are not good with that. A lot of people are like, oh no, I can't rest my heart like that. Me, I'm very open to love like that because I
Mm.
embody love.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're like that too, you also have to be not just well aware of who you are, but you also have to pay attention to the people that come into your life as well.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
through time, I've also learned to watch people. So I know when you're not for me and when you are for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and when I look at my life now, I'm like, yeah, when I look at the people who come into my life now, and
Right.
even like relationship wise, when I look at that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is alignment. I know what's alignment now. I know
Mm-hmm.
what that is. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna let anybody. Like I told my friends, ain't nobody ever gonna keep me as no girlfriend for no couple of years. Never.
Oh, so
Period.
you
I know who
okay?
I am. Like I tell anybody, I'm a wife. Period.
Okay.
That's
So
who I
so
am. I
so
know I am. That's who.
that's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. So what you're telling me then
Yep.
is just based off what I just told you, if we were growing into a relationship, you'd be looking at me
Mm-hmm.
by the time we got 2 years. So we would be on the same page, but I kind of feel like you might be like, uh, hey, 2 years might hey, 2 years might just be too long.
I look at it as this. After you see a person for it's one thing of dating for a year because then you do get to see people through all seasons. You really do. You get
Yeah,
to see
you
people
do.
through all seasons. That
Yeah.
right there, the first year definitely will tell you. You're never going to learn everything about a person until you're all in and fully committed to
Mm-hmm.
staying in it.
That's true.
Because love really truly as time goes, you're learning that person, you're growing to love them because like I tell everybody, love is surface. But
Mm-hmm.
true deep love is you actually doing the actions and staying with it and being compromising, showing
Mm-hmm.
compassion and empathy, and staying in there for the long haul. That's what love truly is.
So is
And
there
a lot of
such a
people aren't with that. A lot of people are like, oh, I'll get rid of him.
or her? So is there such a
You got to be
thing as
committed to it.
unconditional
Yeah,
love?
him or her, you got to be committed. There is unconditional love, but you do have some conditions. And the reason why is because you still have to have boundaries. You do.
So
You
is it
have to have boundaries. You have to have um it's hmm,
okay? Why
it's
are you thinking about that?
honestly
Why are you thinking about that? I'm gonna pose something to you. Okay. Why are you thinking about that?
well, this is the thing. I say with unconditional love is you love everybody. You do.
Okay.
Most people
Okay.
we do have technically as humans we're all supposed to have unconditional love. Period. We are supposed to.
Okay.
Some people don't. Many
Mm-hmm.
have love with conditions. So it just
Mm-hmm.
depends on how you honestly operate as an individual.
Okay.
Like for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I believe for me, I am an unconditional loving person. I treat everybody with love. I do.
Okay.
As far as with my standards and my morality,
Mm-hmm.
which is connected to my unconditional love, my standards and morality is what guides me to know that, oh yeah, I'm still gonna give you love, but I just won't tolerate any and everything
Okay. All right.
because I
All
cannot,
right.
based off of
All
my
right.
morals and my guidelines.
Okay. All right. Okay. And I respect that. So let me pose this to you. All right.
Uh-huh.
What if what if I asked you? Okay, so I just asked you about unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I'm going to say this first. There is unconditional love, and to me, the best example of unconditional love is a
Mm-hmm.
parent to a child. Okay, parent
Mm-hmm.
to a child, because the
Mm-hmm.
child has a part of the parents in them. So we're always going to be linked. So if you are a parent, you're always going to be linked to your child. And so regardless of what they do, there is that unconditional love because that is your child. Because a part of you is in this person that is now
Mm-hmm.
walking and talking and everything, right? So to me that is the best example of
Right.
unconditional love. But it's a parent to a child because it's a part of us.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have unconditional love between two people and there is no linkage other than them coming together with the same morals, same standards? Okay. So here would be the question that I would ask you in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Could you could you love
Mm-hmm.
me unconditionally today? Could you love me unconditionally today? Today. And
I would say
I'm not,
yes.
I'm so, okay, so you said,
I would say yes from human to human. Yes, absolutely. Do I know the depths, more depths parts of you yet? No.
no, no,
I've
no, no,
learned
okay.
those things. I know a good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I know a pretty good chunk of who you are as an individual
Okay.
and who you are and where you are at now in this life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could say I can love you unconditionally. Absolutely.
Today.
Human to
I'm
human.
not,
And
we're
just
not talking
knowing who you
about,
are as, yep, as a man, as who, no, I know,
that's who I am
just
right
who
now.
you are today. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And I can do the same for
Because I
you.
accept you for
Now,
where you are and who you are. Mm-hmm.
okay. So, and I would do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. All right. So I have this thought
Mm-hmm.
process that there is such thing as unconditional love between two people
Uh-huh.
who are not related, and it happens over time. So if you've been married
Mm-hmm.
for, well, we'll say 20, 30 plus years, it could actually be in the 5 to 10 year range. Just depends on the two. But over time,
Right.
people start to accept who they are with for who they are, and you love them
That is true.
and you accept them for who they are. And so now that you have that unconditional love, so you stop trying to change them and you just accept
Mm-hmm.
them who they are. That's where the unconditional love comes in. So my experiment would simply be this:
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
take the time part out, and I would say, okay, look, can you? I can love you unconditionally today. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
today,
Right.
and I would show you that I love you. Okay, so not only do I love you unconditionally,
Mm-hmm.
but I will show you in some form or fashion today how much I love you because I love you unconditionally. Okay, and that's just for today. That's just for today,
Mm-hmm.
which means that, and since
But
my
you know
love is,
what too?
what's that?
Can I say can I say this though too
Go
about
ahead.
this?
Hmm.
So what did my thing is this, even like when you meet someone,
Hmm.
your your goal is actually to look at the parts of the person that you can live with, because
Okay.
everybody has things that you're not gonna like about them. Can
Hmm.
you live with those things? Those are
Hmm.
the things that you got to figure out. Can I live with that?
And you live with
That's
that.
where
Okay.
unconditional love also comes in. If you can, my thing is, because my thing is that at this big age, I ain't trying to change nobody. I look at,
Right.
okay, what are some of the things that you do and this, that, and other. If those are things that I'm like, oh hell no, that's an absolute no for me. But you know when you can live with certain things with people,
Okay. Now, but
you
here's the
sense
thing.
those things kind of immediately right away. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, which is right. You're right. So, which is the whole reason why I would even approach you and say, "Could you love me unconditionally today?" Because I'm going to love you unconditionally today, which means that I'm not expecting
Mm-hmm.
anything from you. So, I am just going to love you unconditionally with no strings attached. It's not. There's no condition that you have to love me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now
To do
here's
it.
a caveat to
It's
that. Here's a
basically loving
caveat.
them where they're at.
Loving them where they're at. Now here's a caveat.
Okay.
Here's a caveat to this.
Uh-huh.
I then I then ask you,
Mm-hmm.
what is the one thing that you need from me today? So, for example, let me give
Mm-hmm.
you an example when I say that question. So,
Okay.
let's say that you tell me, so I tell you, Tabitha, I'm going to love you unconditionally today. Okay. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
show you that I love you and it's
Mm-hmm.
unconditional. And then what is the one thing that you need from me today? And your response might be, I need
Mm-hmm.
patience. I need patience because
Mm-hmm.
I'm working a lot of hours. But here's the thing, you don't explain to me why you need patience. I ask you, what do you
Mm-hmm.
need from me today? And you say, I need patience. So now, as we're going throughout our day, and of course, I love you, so I want to show you in some form of how much I love you. But then, because you asked for patience today, anything that may come up, I'm not going to be stressing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you said, "Hey, I needed some patience." So let's just say that you asked for patience. That
Mm-hmm.
you asked for patience from me because your work week has been long. It's been long for the past month. So
Mm-hmm.
you may be not necessarily disconnected from me, but you're tired because of what you're
Mm-hmm.
dealing with. And all you're doing is just asking me for patience.
Mm-hmm.
And so because you asked me for that
Mm-hmm.
today, then I'm not tripping over anything because, hey, you told me what you needed. So that's what I am going to be conscious of.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm. Um, I think that's pretty interesting. My thing is this: I feel like in anything, especially when you're getting to know people, you just be very vocal about what you need. That's one thing
Okay.
I always stress. Listen, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Do not, because my thing
And,
is, as you're on a journey together and you're learning one another. So tell that individual what you need.
And I
My
think the
thing is, the
reason
more
why,
you're
oh,
open in that way, it creates a better connection with two people because you're also on that journey to trust one another and to continue to get to know one another too.
absolutely, absolutely. Now, let me tell you why I had this thought process because everything you said is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got divorced, you know, and I'm reflecting on
Mm-hmm.
it months later,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I had to acknowledge my part
Mm-hmm.
in the failure of our marriage, and I accept that and I own that.
Mm-hmm.
Along with that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
going forward, I said to myself, okay, we're not going to go down that path again because I thought that you know I was an unconditional lover, meaning, hey, I support you. You know how you know how you are. You know, hey,
Mm-hmm.
how do I look? Am I fat? Am I this? This is. I'm like, no, you look great, but because I'm gonna love you regardless,
Mm-hmm.
right? I love you regardless of how you look because of the
Mm-hmm.
person that is inside. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now. So I felt
Right.
like I was unconditional until I had an aha moment where I said, but this next person is going to have to support me, which means that I just put a condition
Mm-hmm.
on my unconditional love,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's where I came out
Mm-hmm.
of. You know what?
And mm-hmm.
I'm going to love. I'm
And
going to
let
love
me say,
unconditionally with no conditions.
right, right, got you. This is the thing, though.
Go ahead.
In all relationships, it's all give and take anyway. You should never be on this
Mm-hmm.
lopsided wheel where only one person is getting things that they need met.
Mm-hmm.
In any healthy relationship, it's a give and take. It's a reciprocity. You're both giving things that you should be giving. My thing is, for me personally, I'm one of those individuals that the person, whoever's my person, I like to study them. I
Mm-hmm.
like to find out what are the things that make you happy, sad, what are the things you like. Those are things you should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
encouraging them, just the same way as that person should be encouraging you. That should be
Mm-hmm.
something reciprocal that two people should be getting because why? It's a mutual benefit for both people who are involved. But
Yes.
unfortunately, you do get sometimes where people don't get their needs. And my thing is, I always feel like this in any connection, if you feel like you're not getting something, communicate that. The
Mm.
person you're with is the one you should be communicating that with.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know, listen, this is what I need. And this is what I need in our relationship or in our connection. This is,
Mm-hmm.
be very vocal about it. And my thing is, as you do that, what does that do? That also creates a deeper sense of intimacy too, and a connection between both people.
How so? How so? How so? How so?
Well, because you're trusting that you're sharing something vulnerable with your person, and that they're listening to you, and that they
Mm,
hear you. And when they
mm,
hear you, they're going to start implementing things to help please you.
mm, mm,
That's in a relationship period. You do
mm-hmm.
things that helps to please the other person that you're with. That does.
Okay.
It takes a lot of, sometimes, think about this logically. Some people don't like to always share things. A lot of people are not communicators in that way. I'm grateful I am. Because I
Mm-hmm.
definitely am one that I'm like I say, I usually communicate what I need, and I'm very open about it. And I
Okay.
know how to do it in a way. Like I said, listen, ladies don't have to, you don't have to be in a stance of where you like, listen, I need it. No, like, listen, this is what I really need right now. And if you could open your heart and extend that to me, I would appreciate it because this is a need that I need.
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
People must learn to be very vocal about their needs, because a lot of times people don't open up their mouths. They just, okay, I'll just take, no. Mm-mm. And I think it's also good to share with your person too. What are the things about you? You know, we all have things about us that are not, you know, our downsides of us, or our low moments. Share
Mm-hmm.
those
Mm-hmm.
things. There's no reason why not. That's how you learn from each other. You know, what are the things that, you know, are like your nose, like what do you not like? I love asking them things, like what are things that you don't like? Like for me personally, I don't like people trying to talk to me like I'm a little kid
Okay.
or try to
Okay.
boss me. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, you get people that'll do that to you, like, or they think they know you so much that, oh no, I know what you're thinking. No, you don't.
Right.
Oh, this is your soul and in your body? Okay.
Right.
No, you don't.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, share those things. I mean, listen, we all have those sides of us that are not the greatest, but can you live with those things? And as long as you can live with those things, you know, you good.
You're right.
You
You're
might be
right.
with a man that leave the toilet seat up in the middle of the night and you don't like that. But because you dig them so much and that's your person, you're like, I could deal with the toilet seat up thing.
Right. Hey, right. You just have to have your hand outstretched. Right. Which I don't do that, by the
Hello.
way. But anyway, uh, so so you make a great point. Make a
Uh-huh.
great point. Now, with that being said, what we have found is that, and when I say we, you and I through our conversations, is that because we're older, we're more intentional now when it comes to dating because we know who we are and what we want, and what is a
Mm-hmm.
what we would consider to be the best match for ourselves. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fair statement. That's a fair statement.
Yep. Yep. Yes, it is. It definitely is. At this age, I definitely look at that now. Like, I've learned a lot in this lifetime, and I know exactly what I want,
Mm-hmm.
and I know exactly where I'm going, and I know what my intentions are. So it's like, nah, I'm like, I'm grateful for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because that wisdom has taught me a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. It
Definitely
has.
has, and I'm grateful for it. Hmm.
All
It
right.
surely has.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So we talked about unconditional love and
Yeah.
understanding one another and not compromising. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was election day, right? So
Mm-hmm.
with everything that is going on, because I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm not speaking for Tabitha, but she and I are kind of both on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I brought up the that yesterday was election day is simply because
Mm-hmm.
yes, voting that has been established in this society is a way for society and or everyone to have a voice and to say that I am going to stand for this because that's what my vote. That's why I'm voting because I am
Mm-hmm.
standing for this. So everyone should vote.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should vote
Did you vote
because
yesterday?
I did. So here's the thing, though. Here's the
Gotcha.
thing. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get into much of the politics. I stopped watching CNN and all the
Mm-hmm.
news shows is because
Mm-hmm.
the energy right now is one that one
Mm-hmm.
we can't control, yet we can control. So you can't control what's
Mm-hmm.
happening out here, but you can
Mm-hmm.
control how you interact with it, how you respond to it, how you even look at it. You can
Mm-hmm.
control that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. And then the second thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
And we, what, 2 years in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or almost 2 years in? Or maybe no, a year in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you are shocked at how things are going now, if you are shocked at how things are going now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you
Mm-hmm.
are, because the man that is in office told you when he was running what he was going to do. Okay? And that goes to what we were talking about earlier and what we've
Mm-hmm.
mentioned earlier. And that is you have to believe people when they say, "This is who I am. This is who I am." You got to believe them.
That is true.
You have to believe them. So
Yeah,
this is just a
you
side
do.
note, and I'm gonna give the floor to you, and that is, it was election day, so people felt energized because
Mm-hmm.
because of everything that's going on. But my simple point is
Right.
this: if you are shocked what is happening,
Mm-hmm.
and either you didn't vote or you voted for the man that is in office, you should not be shocked at what is happening
Mm-hmm.
because he said what he was going to do when he got back
Mm-hmm.
into office.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about it? What do you think about just what's going on in the landscape? And
Um,
yeah, just what do you think?
I honestly I don't watch news and I definitely don't follow politics.
Okay.
And here's why. First of all, I don't watch news because it's negative.
Mm-hmm.
Because whether people want to believe it or not, listen, that whole news outlet does nothing. It's nothing more than really honestly to tap into your emotions and to drain you. Whether
Mm-hmm.
society wants to believe it or not, we are Monsters Inc. Go and watch that doggone cartoon, Monsters Inc. Remember how they played off of the children's fear? That's what they were
Mm.
doing all these years,
Mm.
playing off of our fear, which is through the news media and all the things, negative stuff. Now
Mm-hmm.
what they're channeling off of you is anger. So it's up to you to decide how you're gonna move in this life and if you're gonna allow these folks who control these outlets to play off of you and your currency. See, my thing is this: when I went through my own journey, my spiritual journey, I plugged out of this matrix.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, and I'm just gonna be very blunt about it. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, this political shit. Because why? Because I believe in me and I believe in my source. And these people ain't stopping shit for me. Period. And I mean that. What
No, and
I'm
I
more
respect
concerned
that.
about for myself is a spiritual walk. Is a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual walk. That spiritual walk that I'm on, I believe people are fearing things that they should not. You fear these humans for what?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you fearing them? Your very own Bible that a lot of these people told, it tells you. God tells you in your own Bible that half of y'all don't even understand or read. He tells you, fear not those who can kill the body, but who can kill the soul.
Mm-hmm.
So you put more belief in this stuff here than in your own creator who's telling you that at the end of the day, if you put faith in the creator, things will be fine. I look
Mm-hmm.
at how I see so many people who are who are out here and they're like, they're channeling all this fear and anger with trying to pick a political party. But
Oh
yet
yeah,
and
well,
still, when I look at life, you can still thrive in this life if you channel your energy outside of that.
oh, absolutely, absolutely,
That's how I
absolutely.
look at it. You gotta channel your energy in another way. Yes, I understand everybody plays their role in society as far as with how we're moving and going. And yes, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have those who are plugged into the political structure and voting and stuff like that. I voted one time in my lifetime, just once.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once. And that was it because I wanted the experience. And that was actually a year ago. The first
Okay.
time I ever voted ever because I wanted the experience to see what it felt like to do that.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, this is what it feels like to vote. But I don't put my trust in men and into earthling man. Why? Because I'm not of this world. I'm in it,
Look,
but I'm not of it.
and I totally understand that. I have been a Democrat up until this year, and I went independent because Republicans, and really, this is all political parties. I mean, really, it's part of something that I have been doing since I was 18. So I'm not going to say that it's out of habit, but it is just something that I feel is necessary simply because of the what society had established. Okay, which is I'm a conspiracy theorist, so the fact that I voted could actually be an oxymoron as well. But that's neither here nor there. All right. My point is this. Republicans and Democrats, they are the same on a coin. They're just on opposite ends of the coin, but they're on the same of a coin.
Oh,
They're the same. And the best example that I could give, and I'm going real old school, is with the Looney Tune cartoons when you had the sheepdog and Wile E. Coyote. And that was a cartoon. That was a little cartoon skit. And the sheepdog was guarding sheep. Wile E. Coyote, he was trying to steal the sheep. Okay? Now, they would walk, and the way the cartoon started, they would walk together, headed into the farm. They would punch a clock, right? So they walking together, talking like they're good buddies, blah, blah, blah. Punch the clock, and then the sheepdog, he goes to his guard spot, and Wile E. Coyote goes to his spot so that he can try to steal his sheep. And then all day long, Wile E. Coyote is trying to steal the sheep, and the sheepdog thwarts him. And then at 5 o'clock, the whistle blows, they clock out, and then they walk back together to their car. Okay, now what that showed was what they were doing from 8 to 5 is what we'll say was nothing but a show, right? It was nothing but a show because at the end of the day, they walked in together and they walked out together. That is my examples with the Republicans and the Democrats or any political party. They are the same, and they are purely doing theatrics throughout the day. Yes, they're doing things, but it's all theatrics. They don't hate one another, or at least they shouldn't, because it's all theatrics. It's all theatrics, but it's presented to everyone as if they are two separate. They're two separate groups that truly care for one another.
Same. They just have different agendas.
They're one
the same. They both have the same similar agenda.
Now,
they just have different agendas. That's it.
And here's the thing. And now check this out. Check this out. And then I'm done with the little political history. So the Republican Party is actually the party that were the Democrats. Okay, so it was the Republicans because Abraham Lincoln was a Republican. So it was Republicans that actually freed the slaves. It was Republicans that actually were fighting for the rights for the slaves, for the black people. Okay, and the Democrats were not. So it's funny how it changed when we got into the modern era and they flip-flop, when in actuality, this Republican Party was actually the party that black people supported before they switched. And the Democrats were the ones who were not. Because, and let's think about this, and then I'll pass it to you. The Republicans were typically the ones that were in the North, and the Democrats were the ones that were in the South. So during slavery, South, that's where the cotton, I mean, that's where the slaves were. So that's where the Democrats were, and the Republicans who were up north, well, that's where slaves were free. I'm going to leave you with that. Just think about that as you now think about how things are today, but the dynamics were totally different 100 years ago.
And this is what I'm going to say to the audience. Stop allowing these people who are in these political seats to play in your face. Period. You are a free person. You are. You get to choose. You are a sovereign being. You are the creator of your own life. All you need to do is start making changes in your mindset and the frequency and energy that you put out. Don't allow people to steal from you, because they've been stealing from your ass since you were a baby. You've been being programmed into all of this patriarchy bullshit. You got to learn to uncheck from that. You have to. I'm telling you, since I've removed myself from all of that stuff, religion, all of that, and have really been walking my walk just with the Creator, my life, I'm telling you, your life it definitely will change. Is it going to be perfect? No. And it's not. I think we tend to dramatize a lot of things in our lives. Because you have these people, they created these outlets of social media and the news. You have the news scaring you. Then you have social media and these people out here making you think that, oh, I'm balling. This is my lifestyle. I'm a blueprint. I'm this, I'm that. Stop trying to follow these people and be your ass. Be you. Be authentically you. And remember, you are the currency. You're worthy. You deserve a good life. And you gotta check out of a lot of this crap and stay focused just on you. And find your community of people, your soul tribe. Because those are the people that are going to accept you. Because whether you want to believe it or not, we have two different worlds here. There are two different worlds. There are those who are still clocked in to all of this stuff that's going on, but then there are those who have made their own life, their own way, and they're living in peace. So you get to choose which one you want, chaos or you want peace. But once you see what you see, you can't unsee it.
That's true. That's true. And this is what I'll say. She and I, we're really on the same page. I'm disconnected, but I still see what's going on, because even though it's a bunch of mess, and I'm not going to allow that mess to disturb my energy, I still need to know where the mess is at. So you still need to know where the mess is at, just so it does not take you by surprise. Right. But everything she said is absolutely correct, because you create your own reality. At the end of the day, you literally create your own reality by the thoughts that you have, the words that you speak, which then becomes actions. And when it is emotionally charged and is backed by emotion, it is going to come into reality. It's going to come into reality.
Yep.
Miss Tabitha, do you have any
Dream,
parting
create, and
words?
inspire.
Uh-oh.
Yes, what I want y'all to do tonight and every night is dream, create, and inspire. You are a creator and you're magnificent, and there's nothing that you can't do in this life. If you just channel your energies differently, I'm telling you, change your mindset, change your life.
Change your mindset, change your life. That is how we end another episode of the Alchemy of Us. On behalf of the beautiful Tabitha Harris, I'm Osric Baum. Thank you for joining us. Catch us next week, same time, 7 o'clock, YouTube Live. You can catch us on Facebook as well. But until next week, change your mindset, change your life. We're out.
Bye, y'all.